This is the edge of the world, a place where the map dissolves into white, and time itself seems to freeze in the biting air. This is Svalbard. Not a country, but a crown of ice sitting high on the forehead of the planet. Here, at 78 degrees north, the rules of the ordinary world do not apply. Gravity feels heavier, the silence is louder. And for 4 long months, the sun is nothing more than a memory, a ghost that has abandoned the sky. Imagine a land where noon looks exactly like midnight, a world plunged into an eternal ink-black void. This is the polar night. It is not merely the absence of light. It is a physical weight, a velvet-heavy blanket that smothers the horizon. In this kingdom of shadows, the distinction between day and night vanishes. There's only the awake and the asleep, the cold and the colder. The wind here does not just blow, it screams. It tears across the frozen Barents Sea, carving the landscape into shapes that look less like geology and more like the ruins of a forgotten civilization. Jagged peaks of black rock tear through the glacial sheets, standing like sentinels guarding the entrance to the abyss. These mountains have seen epochs come and go, their spines crushed under the weight of ancient ice that is thousands of years old. When you listen closely to the glaciers, you can hear them groan a deep, cracking thunder as the ice shifts. A reminder that even the frozen earth is alive, moving, breathing in its slow geological slumber. Survival here is an act of defiance. The cold is a predator, constantly hunting for a weakness. Yet, life persists in the void. Out on the drifting pack ice, a shadow moves. The king of the Arctic, the polar bear, is a ghost in the darkness, a master of this monochrome world. His fur, not white but translucent, captures the faintest glimmer of starlight. He moves with a silent, terrifying grace, smelling prey from miles away across the frozen desert. He is the ruler of this dark domain, wandering a landscape that would kill a human in minutes, perfectly at home in the lethal chill. In the valleys beneath the imposing cliffs, the Svalbard reindeer scrape at the permafrost. They are evolutionary marvels, short-legged and stocky, built to hoard heat. They forage in the twilight, ghosts grazing on moss and lichen that have been frozen in time. They watch the horizon with dark, liquid eyes, waiting for a dawn that is weeks away. Everything here is waiting. The land is in a state of suspended animation, a deep cryosleep where biology slows down to a crawl. But this darkness is not empty. Look up. When the clouds break, the sky transforms into a celestial theater. The aurora borealis, the northern lights. They do not just appear, they explode. Great ribbons of neon green, violet, and blood-red tear across the atmosphere, dancing to a music we cannot hear. It is a solar storm smashing into our atmosphere, a violent cosmic event that looks like silent magic. In the absolute darkness of the polar night, the lights are so bright they cast shadows on the snow. They illuminate the glaciers in a spectral glow, turning the terrifying landscape into something out of a dream. It is a paradox of nature. The darkest place on Earth is often the most colorful. There are moments, fleeting and rare, called the blue hour. It happens when the sun, still far below the horizon, hints at its existence. The world is bathed in a deep, surreal sapphire light. The snow turns indigo, the sky turns a bruised purple. It lasts for an hour, perhaps 2, a tantalizing promise that the sun still exists somewhere in the universe. And then the blue fades, and the black returns, swallowing the mountains once again. To stand here is to feel insignificant. The scale of the wilderness crushes the human ego. You realize that this planet does not belong to us. We are guests here, fragile and temporary. The glaciers were here before we stood upright, and they will likely remain long after we are gone. This is a place of ancient truths, written in ice and stone. As the months drift by, the grip of the night begins to loosen. The horizon bleeds a faint orange. The return of the sun is not just a weather event, it is a resurrection. When the first ray of golden light finally strikes the highest peak, it feels like a fire has been lit in a frozen room. The long winter breaks, the ice glitters like diamond dust, the shadow retreats. Svalbard is a reminder of the Earth's raw power. It is a beautiful, hostile, and indifferent paradise. A place that demands respect. A place where darkness is not an end, but a canvas for the most spectacular light show in the galaxy. This is the frozen frontier. This is the dark heart of the North. And once you have looked into its void, you will never see the night sky the same way again. The world is vast. The stories are true. To explore the unknown with us, subscribe to Veritas. Until the next journey.